Sagittarius, this is Debs, and guys, it is Friday. This is your TGIF for Friday, the 6th of December 2024. So Sag, if you're ready, let's move into this and find out more about your situation, whatever situation you are managing. The deck that I'm using is the Tarot of Dreams by Ciro Marchetti. I'm still offering 30% off 30-minute love readings if you are interested. I'm also offering 12-month overview readings if you want to delve into 2025, okay? Just around the corner, Sag. Okay, so here we go. Archangel Michael, what do we have, please, for my lovely Sagittarians? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do we have for my lovely Sagittarians? Thank you, Michael. Let's see, guys, there's quite a lot of stuff coming through. I'm seeing somebody shuffling papers in a tray and putting a document right at the back. I'll look at that later. I don't want to look at that now. Okay. All right. Seven of Swords. Nine of Pentacles. Queen of Coins. Palace of Swords. Five of Coins. Sag, you may be in a tricky situation with a Virgo, Taurus or Capricorn. Or you may be in your head about how to leave with what you've accumulated, right? How can I leave? How can I get out of here, keeping hold of my 9 Pentacles, financially stable? But with the Palace of Swords, Sag, you're in your head because you feel that if you do that, if you detach from a situation, you're either going to feel very left out in the cold, you're not going to feel as if you've made the right decision, or you're going to leave someone else in a tricky situation themselves. The Two of Coins. You're trying to make a decision here, Sag, and it's not easy. You want to be happy. With the Palace of Cups, you so want to be happy. But you're standing at crossroads. It's as if I do the right thing for me, it will be the wrong thing for other people. If I do the right thing for other people, I'm going to be unhappy because I know it's not what I really want. You're stuck. You're standing at crossroads, Sag, thinking about leaving a situation, but it's as if you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. I just can't do this. I can't do this. The Knight of Swords. I think the pressure, Sag, that you feel is causing you to be angry deep down. Yeah. I think you're all screwed up, Sag, in your mind, in your heart. Palace of Wands with the Knight of Swords is anger. You may feel, Sag, someone's put you in an impossible situation. It's as if you've got yourself into a place where you're financially stable, but if you make a move to be independent, if you make a move to do what you really want to do, someone else is going to say, hang on, Sag, I don't think you should do that. Or someone's going to make you feel guilty because you're going to leave them out in the cold. So it's as if, Sag, you don't actually have your freedom. And you're angry about that. It's as if my life isn't my own, right? Yeah. Sag, you're not happy. You're looking at the opportunity of moving forward into a new cycle, but you're fearing it's out of reach. You could physically do it and take your financial security with you, but it's almost as if you've got someone watching you and you fear that if you try and do that, they're going to prevent you somehow. Could be a family member, Sag. Could be a Virgo, Taurus or Capricorn female. And you may not know what to do. Yeah, Sag, you're in a toxic situation. You may feel there is a Capricorn female who's sort of breathing down your neck. That's what I'm getting here. Whilst you're working, yeah, Sag. They may be obsessed with knowing what you're doing with your work, or they may be obsessed about your money, your financial status. You want to get out of there, Sag. You want to leave with your 9 pentacles. But it's as if you've got someone keeping a beady eye on you, who is in their head. What is Sag going to do? What is Sag going to do? Are they going to leave me out in the cold? I better keep an eye on Sag. I don't think this is a romantic partner, guys, because you're coming through as single. So this could be a family member. It could be you desperate to leave a job, but you may feel that if you do, you're not going to get your bonus. You're not going to get your pay rise. People are watching you. Yeah. You're in a difficult situation, people. 5 of Cups. Sag, you're very unhappy, even though you're stable. So Sag, financially, you may have enough money to take care of yourself, to buy what you want, to do what you want to do. But you're not happy because you feel restricted somehow. Moon. Yeah. Look at this. You're terrified, Moon, of manifesting what you really want, which could be to break outside of this box that you're in and look at other options. Because I think, Sag, you're terrified someone's going to call you out. I don't think you should be doing that, Sagittarius. I think, or we think, that would be overindulgent of you. We're not going to allow it. And so you're stuck. You're stuck. I think with a Page of Swords, Sag, what you really want to do is say to someone or a group of people, I want to get out of here. It's my life. I can live my life the way I want to. I want to explore. I don't want to live here anymore. I want a different job. I want to move to a different place and start a different career. But Sag, you're worried that if you do that, someone's going to say, oh, sorry, but because of X, Y, Z, you can't do this. We disapprove. And so, Sag, it's as if, what do? I'm either got to stay here and just enjoy my financial security whilst feeling stuck, or I make a move to get out of this and risk someone saying, I'm sorry, but you just can't do this, right? A tricky one, guys. Moving into messages from the angels. Listen to your intuition. What does your intuition tell you to do, Sag? Listen to your intuition and get more information, okay? Because if you listen to your intuition and get more information, you may be shifting into a place where you could be successful in something. You could recover something, and if you do recover a situation, you can then move forward into success. Why do I feel, Sag, you're dealing with people who are telling you, you can't do this, you can't do that, because they're angry or upset, or they're dealing with financial issues? Meditation brings answers. Go with your inner instinct, Sag. Go with your inner instinct, Sag. You've got to wait for the perfect time. Timing is very important. In time, Sag, there will be some kind of peaceful resolution. And why do I feel that once there's been a peaceful resolution, whoever this person is here watching you like a hawk is going to be much more conducive to you then doing what you want to do. This feels complicated, Sag. Yeah, they are suggesting you wait it out, wait it out. If you somehow try to get out of a situation now or do what you want to do on the quiet, Seven of Swords, I think it's going to cause a lot of stress, a lot of drama, a lot of chaos. Someone's going to call you out or someone's not going to be happy and you're going to make it a lot worse. Bide your time, Sag, and just let things cool down. Someone here is not happy. This Queen of Pentacles, whoever she is obsessed with your situation, and it could be to do with your finances. You're a single person, financially stable. She's looking at you as if to say, I'm unhappy, either because she's left in the Five of Pentacles and she feels that somehow you should give to her and you're not, or she is terrified that you're just going to up and leave her out in the cold and leave her in a difficult situation. She's emotional at this point of time, Sag. This is not the time to be impulsive and try to get out of this, whatever this is. Wait it out, guys, okay? Yeah. Sag, I think you want to choose a new direction. I think you want to get out of Dodge. But they're saying now is not the right time. You've somehow got to wait until there's a peaceful resolution, everything's calmed down. Wait for the perfect time. Something needs to be recovered, something needs to be resolved, and then you can move, right? Somehow, guys. Okay, so let's dip into the lighted pathway. Here we go, people. Archangel Michael, what have we got from the lighted pathway for Sag? Wow, they're coming out. It's as if you've got to wait until something's settled and then it's going to be okay for you to move forward somehow. All right, guys, I've got a lot of cards here, people. Sag, I believe true Saggy style, you want to be totally honest with whoever is sat in the Queen of Pentacles. Whoever she is, could be someone you're casually dating, could be a member of your family, could be someone you work with. You are wanting to be honest with this person to say, look, I am focused on work and money. It's as if, Sag, what you're saying to her is, I want to put my money to good use, and it might involve shifting away from her. You're saying to her, I want to go for it. I want to go for it. I'm focused on work, focused on money. I'm going to be really honest with you. I want to go right now. Okay? But it is going to bring a lot of change into the situation, whatever the situation is. And you may feel that she is going to interfere with your plans. She's going to say, I'm sorry, I'm not happy with this. It's not the right time. I or we don't agree with this. We think it's going to cause problems. We think you shouldn't do it. Because it's either going to leave this person in a tricky situation, or somehow it's going to cause them to feel left out in the cold. What they're going to say to you is, oh, Sag, I or we would be really unhappy without you. And I think what you're realizing, Sag, your intuition is telling you, you can't do it yet. More time is needed. They are suggesting that you wait for 9 months before you make your move. By that time, Sag, you would have worked through your differences, because this is someone that you may not have seen eye to eye with, and you may be looking at celebrating, right? But not yet, Sag. 9 months. 9 months. So my beautiful Saggies, let's move into the second reading, Sag, and let's see if you are going to consider making a move in the next few months. We're not looking at 9 months into the future, we're looking at 6 months into the future, but it's just going to give you guys an idea of where you might be in the next few months. Okay, guys, I will see that. Okay, guys, here we go. This is the Tarot Grand Lux. Oh, such a relief. I don't know whether you could hear it, but there was some renovation going on outside. It's that time of year in the south of France. All right, here we go, my beautiful Saggies. So Archangel Michael, what do the next few months hold for Sag, please? My Sagittarians who resonate with this. Now, guys, this could be a work colleague. You may want to leave to get another job. You may be right in the middle of a really important project. They don't want you to go yet, right? Could be a family member who's somehow relying on you emotionally. Whatever this is, this person's watching you, Sag. You're keen to get out of Dodge, but you may feel that if you try and go now, sort of on the quiet, they're going to cause a fuss. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, Sag, you may be feeling a bit defensive with the Seven of Wands. You may feel, well, it's your life, you know, but somehow you are beholden to someone, or you have responsibilities, and you may feel it would cause problems if you sort of made a bid for freedom, is what I'm getting. Bless you. Okay, just could be a really awkward situation. All right, let's have a look, guys. Yeah, the Ace of Swords. Sag, you know the truth. The truth is, you're ready to get out of this. You're ready to leave it behind. You're ready to move on. You're ready to detach. But the truth is, you know you can't do it yet. You feel it's not the right time to do it yet. The Four of Wands. There may be a situation here relating to stability, a property. You could have moved in with someone, but it's really not working. But you know they can't afford to find somewhere on their own, and so you're having to stick it out. Or Sag, I don't know, you could be beholden to a lease. You may be thinking, yeah, I can't get out of my lease for 6 months. All right. Something's going on here. Whilst you're feeling stuck, Sag, you're waiting for your ships to come in. It's as if you're dreaming about your future, you're dreaming about your freedom, whilst having to sort of stay put, which may be frustrating. Page of Wands. Inside, Sag, you're angry. You're angry about this. You know? Yeah. This is somehow to do with a Queen of Pentacles. Now, could be anyone, guys. Could be simply a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn, or someone that is looking at you with interest pertaining to your financial stability, somehow not wanting you to go anywhere. The Sun. The Nine of Wands. Sag, what you're telling yourself is, with the Nine of Pentacles, you should be happy. You should be able to grow and expand and do what you want to do and create your future, but you can't. With the Nine of Wands, you're struggling here. It's almost as if the divine has made sure that you're all nice and secure in terms of your foundation, but it ties you to a situation you want to detach from. Queen of Coins. There is that flipping Queen of Coins again, Sag, who's watching you. This isn't you. This is someone who's watching you. The Death card could be a Scorpio, could be an Earth sign queen. She's watching you because she thinks, Sag, any minute now, you're going to completely change the situation. And she's very, very nervous about that. That's why she's watching you so closely, Sag. She feels that you want some kind of victory and success. But with the Knight of Swords, for you to achieve victory and success, you would have to have a very straight, possibly contentious conversation with this queen. And it would not be fun. You may feel, Sag, that what she'd say to you is, you can't behave as if it's just you. You have to work in partnership with me or in partnership with us. So, Sag, if you got a nice tidy commission from your job and you're now starting a new project, this person needs your skills, your expertise in order to create success in a new project. Whereas if you leave now, this group of people won't do a very good job because you're the one with the technical know-how. So if you leave to go to another company, you're sort of going to land this group of people in it. You can't leave, Sag. No, 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 you can't leave us in it, right? You're the one who knows what you're doing. You're the one who's really good at this. Don't leave now. This could be, Sagittarius, even a baby mama. You may want to be with somebody else. You could have a child with the Queen of Pentacles. And this is someone who is looking at you as if to say, if you go anywhere, Sag, I'm going to be very angry. We have a child together. I know you want to be with somebody else, but if you leave me, and if you leave me in a tricky financial situation and just up and leave, I'm going to be very, very angry. It's not going to be good. And Sag, you know, if this is somebody you've got a child with, you don't want to cause those problems. This could be, Sagittarius, if this is a family situation. It could be that with the Queen of Pentacles, this is your mum or your sister or your aunt or your child who is somehow saying to you, Sag, you are sitting in financial stability because of the family. If you up and leave and do what you want to do with the stability that you have somehow gained from a family situation, we would take that as an insult. We would take that as you deceiving us, betraying us. So she's watching you very closely, Sag. It could be a highly emotional, sensitive situation. Whoever this woman is thinking that you should work in partnership, not go it alone. Whereas, Sag, you just want to do your own thing. Yeah. Sag, you're off in fantasy land, fantasizing about building a new life, a different life, changing jobs, changing careers. You're financially stable. You're feeling as if you should be able to do what you want to do, but you're somehow beholden to this Queen of Pentacles. And you're angry about it. But in a strange way, Sag, you know that what they're saying is kind of the truth, but you still feel stuck. Underneath the deck, guys, the moon. There may be a connection here with a Cancerian, with the crab and the moon. For me, this is Cancer. You're sitting in fear, Sag. You're sitting in fear. You desperately want to move forward. You want to get out of Dodge. You want to leave the situation. But with the Five of Cups, you just feel you can't do it because you may be leaving someone very sad, very upset, disappointed in you. You may leave this person in a tricky situation. And so, Sag, all you can do is dream about building your own life, right? Five of Wands. You're in internal conflict. Will I ever be able to do what I really want to do? You just want to move to calmer waters. But Sag, the issue is you want to move to calmer waters with a large lump sum of money. And for some reason, that is a sticking point. That is a sticking point. The Hermit. Virgo energy. Sag, you're going to pull back and do a lot of thinking about this. And what you're realizing is, Nine of Swords, I just can't do it. Within the next few months, I might be able to achieve this. But you somehow have to wait, Sag, for a peaceful resolution, basically for this Queen of Pentacles to get off your back and for her attention to be moved elsewhere, and you might be able to achieve this. But you can't do it yet, guys. You know that. You're frustrated, but you may feel it will cause so much drama and stress and chaos for other people. They'd never forgive you, Sag. So is there any more guidance for my lovely Sagittarians over the next 6 months? This is you in your head about this, guys. 8 of Coins. Sag, the divine is suggesting you get your head down and you continue to work. You continue to work, okay? And maybe with a King of Swords, you seek some kind of legal advice. It might be relating to the past. Okay. Whilst you stand at crossroads. That's what you're doing, Saggy. You are basically stuck at crossroads. Okay, there's going to be a tower moment. All right. What is the tower moment? Sag, there's going to be a tower moment about the Ten of Pentacles. Is this you realizing that you can't achieve what you really want to achieve? What is the tower moment? Okay. The Six of Pentacles, Sag, you may be called to somehow divide the wealth, because this might have been an unequal give and take situation. This might have been an unequal give and take situation, but Sag, you may say no with the Two of Swords. Wow. So Sag, this Queen of Pentacles who's been watching you may say to you, Sag, we don't think it's right you're sat in the Nine of Pentacles. And you may have a tower moment thinking, well, hang on, I was somehow getting to the Ten of Pentacles. Oh God, now I've got to sort of give to someone because this has been unequal. You may be tempted to say no. What are you going to do, Sag? You want to hang on to your Nine of Pentacles, Saggy. What are you going to do? You're going to do something risky. Wow. Because, Sag, you don't want to share the wealth. You don't want to divide up the money that you're sitting on. You're going to take a leap of faith and a risk, Sag, because you want a passionate new start. Basically, what you're going to do is say to whoever this is, I'm not doing that. What you're saying is, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to give you a portion of my money that I've worked for. I'm not going to divide up the money. Why should I? But there may be a rather painful conversation with an emperor. Could be your boss. Could be an older masculine. What is this emperor saying? He's giving you a difficult message of truth, Sag, which may be you have to do it. What is this emperor saying? It's the end of a cycle, Sag. I'm sorry. He may be asking you to let go of something, end something. What are you thinking about? You're thinking about your savings. What you're realizing, Sag, is you were hoping to move forward, hanging on to the Nine of Pentacles, whereas somehow you have someone saying to you, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to allow you to do that. What are you thinking, Sag? Judgment. You've got to make a really serious decision. If you go against the wishes of this Queen of Pentacles and or this Emperor, you may have to sever the tie for good. You may have to cut the cord. Because if you do what you want to do, it will be going against their wishes or going against what they feel is right. So you could do this, Sag, but you would have to detach from a Queen of Pentacles and or an Emperor. If you're okay with that, then you would have the freedom and the finances to go and do what you want to do. If you want this Queen of Pentacles and or this Emperor in your life, if you're close to these people, if these are people that you love and respect, then you may have to make the judgment call to do what they feel you should do, which is somehow close out a cycle, because this might have been imbalanced, and divide the wealth, which is what I see this is. So Sag, this is going to be your decision. It's not an easy decision to make, but you have to choose. You have to choose one path or another. And it's a tough one, because if you want to do what you want to do, you're going to have to detach from the Emperor and the Queen of Pentacles, possibly for good. There may be a lot of guilt, there may be remorse in the future, but you would have free reign to do what you want to do with your Nine of Pentacles. If you do what the Queen of Pentacles and the Emperor want you to do, you're going to have to let go of your dream of getting to the Ten of Pentacles as a single person. You're going to have to somehow divide the wealth, and you may have to put your own personal dreams on the back burner. But you would be doing the right thing in the eyes of the Emperor and the Queen of Pentacles. You would be applauded for this. So Sag, it depends what is more important for you. Everyone's situation will be different. But from here, people, let's move into messages from the universe. Let's have a look and see what the universe has to say. Archangel Michael, what advice do we have for my lovely Saggies in the situation? Thank you. Beware. Be careful who you trust at this time. Sag, you may on the quiet tell someone what you're planning on doing, but they may tell someone else, and it could get difficult. It could get difficult, Sag. Keep your thoughts, your plans to yourself at this time. There may be somebody trying to get information out of you. Okay, anything else, my lovely Saggies? Judgment. Wow, now that's your card, Sag. Soul searching will bring inner peace to many areas of your life. You're going to have to make a major decision, Sag. Judgment twice. Wow. Judgment twice, guys. Flowers. Be generous. Success and emotional fulfillment are yours. Be generous, Sag. And success and emotional fulfillment are yours. Final card for my lovely Sagittarians. Thank you, Michael. Moon. Pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. Sag, go with your inner instinct. Go with your inner guidance. Make a decision and move confidently. Okay? All right, guys. Now, let's ask Archangel Michael, as always, for his final message of guidance. Here we go. So what advice and guidance do you have, please, Archangel Michael, for my lovely Sagittarians? What's your advice for Sag? Thank you. Okay, focus on divine and perfect health. And the prayer reads, God and Archangel Michael, thank you for continuously reminding me to focus upon perfect health and for guiding my actions so they support my well-being. So your actions are somehow linked to your future health, Sag. Somehow, okay? All right, guys. I'm leaving the reading there. I really hope it's helped you guys. Let me know, as always, in the comments. Have a lovely weekend. And of course, I will be back before you know it with your next set of readings. See you soon, guys. Bye now.